Yo, so have you ever mentally played back a lost gunfight and just thought to yourself like, yo, why am I missing so many stupid shots, man? Like what am I doing? Well, today we're going to dive into the biggest reasons why, let's call a spade, your aim is absolutely terrible and you couldn't hit the side of a barn in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm going to walk you through absolutely everything. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your aim was raggedy in the first place and how to fix it so that you can feel good about yourself. By the way, I hope I didn't offend anybody because your boy got his days where his aim is absolutely buns as well. So do know y'all ain't alone here, but I digress. Anywho, let's lock in and let's talk shop. All right, so your first reason is probably due to your sensitivity settings. Either things are way too fast or things are way too slow, okay? One of the hugest reasons players miss shots is due to their sensitivity, and this sensitivity may not match their natural reaction speed. If your sensitivity is mad slow, then you may feel like you're lagging behind, and if it's way too fast, your aim is going to feel mad jittery and out of control, you know? So let's talk fixes here. How do we fix this, all right? First, you want to adjust slowly, okay? Start by slightly adjusting your sensitivity up or down until you can feel like you can track smoothly without over or under shooting, okay? Do know that an ideal setting will let you follow a moving target without feeling like you're fighting your own controls, all right? Adding to that, you have to find your sweet spot, okay? Not Biffle's sweet spot, not Swag's sweet spot, not Joe Woe's sweet spot, but your sweet spot, okay? A good trick to do this is to test your aim on moving targets in a private match or in the firing range. Actually, I can't remember if targets even move in Black Ops 6's firing range, so probably it's best if you jump into a private match. In doing this, look for that sweet spot where your aim feels super smooth but yet responsive. Once it feels this way for consecutive days, no matter good sleep, bad sleep, whatever, you, my friend, have found your sensitivity. Another reason your aim is suffering is due to poor crosshair placement, okay? Bad crosshair placement is a major reason why players end up missing shots. And look, I see this mad often and sometimes I fall succumb to this. Players will sometimes aim way too low, like around the enemy's feet, rather than at like that head or shoulder level where they'll actually land a headshot, okay? So let's talk fixes here. So this is actually going to be very, very simple. You just got to keep it up, man. And no, I ain't talking about that, all right? So get your mind right. We got to make a conscious effort to keep our crosshair levels at that shoulder to head range as you move around, all right? This is going to reduce the distance you need to move your crosshair to aim to that head or shoulder level when enemies pop up. If it's already there, you just got to micro adjust and pull the trigger, okay? Additionally, this is something that can be practiced in custom games, all right? So go into a custom game and practice walking around the map with your crosshair at head level. Over time, this should become second nature, and you'll notice your reaction time improves significantly in gunfights. Yo, people are going to think you are cheating like crazy when in reality, you just cleaning some stuff up, you know? The third reason why you are having trouble with your aim, and to be honest, it kind of piggybacks off of reason number 2, is poor pre-aiming on angles, okay? Adversely, good pre-aiming is all about predicting where an enemy will be and placing your crosshair there before you even see them, all right? Yo, mad players miss this because they swing corners without aiming where the opposition is most likely to be, and this forces them to have this massive adjustment in the middle of a fight. And we know in Call of Duty, if they shoot the first bullet, they probably gonna win that gunfight, you know? So how do we fix this? We gotta take some time out here and we gotta learn common angles, all right? We gotta spend time learning high traffic areas and common hiding spots on each and every map, okay? When you approach these spots in particular, place your crosshair at that shoulder/head level where an enemy is likely to be, so when you swing, it's as easy as pulling a trigger. As I mentioned with the prior fixes, all this stuff can be ingrained when we jump into custom games, okay? Feel free to jump in, set up bots, and practice pre-aiming every single angle possible. And also, as you're doing this, guess what? Let's keep that crosshair placement in the right place. Again, doing these things in tandem will put you in the best position to succeed. Intentionally practicing this, rep after rep after rep, things will become second nature. Trust and believe it. Segueing into reason number 4 as to why your aim is doo-doo, partner. You're probably ineffective when it comes to hip firing to ADSing, okay? In COD, speed is everything, all right? Often, as I mentioned before, whoever fires first wins, all right? And if you're slow transitioning from that hip fire to ADSing, you are missing valuable shots and overall reaction time, okay? Or I should say you are missing the opportunity to lay out some valuable shots and deafening your reaction time. So how do we fix this, all right? We gotta master the quick ADS, baby. We gotta practice firing those first few shots from the hip and then going into an ADS to finish the job. The trick here is to get a feel when to ADS immediately versus when to start with a hip fire, all right? When we're in those close range engagements, you should always start with a hip fire until you're confident that you can ADS and be able to hit them shots. In some situations, you might just win that gunfight hip fire only. And of course, as you all know, as I mentioned before, this can be practiced in custom games, all right? You can go into a custom game and you can practice snapping from hip fire to ADS on bots as fast as possible. By this point in time, y'all should be giving these bots hell. Like, they shouldn't even want to spawn with you anymore in custom games. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the fifth and final reason why your shots are not connecting actually has to do with a lack of muscle memory, all right? I know some people don't believe in this, but look, I believe aim is all about muscle memory, all right? If you're new or still adapting to the game, adapting to the adjusted sensitivity, whatever the case may be, you just may miss shots because your body is not in tune to the movements that are required for the utmost precision, all right? Dang, I hope that sentence makes sense, because as I'm thinking about it, it sounds like it didn't, but whatever, we sticking with it. And look, how we fix this is going to be really, really simple and straightforward, all right? We just got to build some consistency here via repetition, all right? We got to spend time daily doing some form of aim practice in, guess what? Custom games, all right? This doesn't have to be hours upon end, though. It can be 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, whatever the case may be. Just make sure you are very intentional and make sure you are locked in, all right? As long as you are intentional and or locked in, these reps will make a huge difference over time. Again, I cannot stress enough on being intentional here, right? Focus on quality, right? It doesn't matter at all if you played 100 custom matches and you were zoned out. You weren't paying attention because you were scrolling TikTok with your offhand or something crazy like that, right? You got to be locked in and intentional. That is where progress is going to be made here. And that goes for any of the fixes I talked about today, all right? So let's keep that in mind and let's continue getting better together. You dig? And folks, those are the key reasons why your aim has been absolutely buns here in Black Ops 6, and those are the tools you need to be able to correct those issues. And folks, I gotta know, was this helpful in any capacity? Please, please, please let me know down in the comments. Also, don't be afraid to share any further questions, struggles, or things that you may have picked up on your own during your own Call of Duty journey. If this was not helpful to you, I apologize for wasting your time, by the way. And with that, thank you all so much for coming and watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. And until then, we signing out. Peace.